He was Chattanooga's hero of World War II, a symbol for all the heroic sacrifices of the city's servicemen and women in the 1940s. He was Tennessee's bravest man who refused to surrender. Those are not Charles Coolidge's words. He was humble to a fault, but he was undeniably proud of his place in our city's history and that of our nation. The praise that he received from his peers in the military, from journalists, and from those who admired him was hard-earned. The shy young man who'd been described as the best rock thrower in the neighborhood blossomed into a leader of men. As a 23-year-old tech sergeant, he found himself unexpectedly as the senior enlisted man when leading a group of young recruits against a German infantry. Coolidge's troops were outnumbered 4-1.
We took Hill 623, and so I called back battalion, and I said, what do you want us to do? We've got the objective Hill 623, and they said, secure the hill and dig in.
It was in France near the German border on October 24, 1944. The standoff would continue for 3 days. Despite a German commander's demands for the Americans to stand down, Coolidge would not surrender. Calling it self-preservation, Coolidge led his band of 30 soldiers, and he wouldn't back down.
The German, as he pulled the tank up, and of course I was kind of surprised as he stopped about 25 yards to my front left, and he opened the turret of the tank, and he stood up and in perfect English said to me, do you guys want to give up? And I stood up, and I faced him, and I looked at him eyeball to eyeball, and I said, I'm sorry, Mac, you're going to have to come and get me.
He hid behind tree trunks, tossing hand grenades along the way. Coolidge and his men ended up killing 26 enemy soldiers and wounding 60 others. Coolidge was the first to approach the Germans and the last to leave. 10 months later, he received a hero's welcome at a packed Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Auditorium. It was Charles Coolidge Day in Chattanooga, honoring the city's only Medal of Honor recipient. And we still celebrate him every day at the park and the highway named in his honor. Had fate not intervened, he would have been perfectly happy as an anonymous bookbinder at his family's printing company, still in business 111 years after its founding. Instead, he became a larger-than-life symbol of heroism, courage, and patriotism. Chattanooga's Medal of Honor Heritage Center stands as a lasting tribute, sharing Charles Coolidge's story with those who remember the sacrifices of the greatest generation and those who were too young to recall a nation truly united in its quest for freedom.
And I think that's what America really was built of in those days. I mean, the people in it. I mean, we are what America are. We are the people that make America what it is.
Charles Coolidge's long life surprised no one more than Coolidge himself. He never forgot staring down near certain death during those days in France and throughout 2 years of constant danger. He often said he was lucky to be alive. Maybe so, but we are really the lucky ones.